We got a whole bunch of more other days and tasks to do today. I'm assuming Kim will be meeting me downstairs. That's an assumption, at least. Day 4! Nope, the cops are back. Hey, good morning, Kim. How's it going? Anything to say?
Yes. What do you want to know?
We go over my
You
phone
mean
game?
like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again?
Nah.
There's no reason to wing anything. 3 days ago,
Okay.
during
No.
that time.
I just wanna...
Okay then. Was there anything else you wanted
I just wanna... Oh, the pissing competition. I wanna know about that too, yeah.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Ah.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th.
The brouhaha.
Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
Ah.
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th. The lieutenant was right. It's not about who gets what's north. It's about who doesn't.
Oh. People don't want to police this place because it sucks. I always try to teach you a lesson in style. I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message?
No.
There will be a bloodletting of unimaginable proportions. Unimaginable.
Oh no, it's very imaginable. We fail to place responsibility for the hanging. The harbor companies see the situation is out of control, so they bring in private military, maybe a gunship. The Union responds in strength. Automatic fire.
Oh.
Local law enforcement solving one little homicide decides nothing. Not solving it can have real and calculable effects. Things can always get worse. Matter of fact, augury, we should move. Yes, it's a
That's
wholly
me.
pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
Logic, formidable. Why did the 41st send me? I'm smart.
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
I'm exceedingly qualified.
So well qualified. Why
My
can't
logic
you
is literally
why
zero.
you were sent? Anyway, don't.
God. All right, well, at least we finished that off. Hey, morning, asshole cop.
Yes?
Not you, you're nice. This one.
Again? I can't.
Never mind.
Hello, officer.
Nothing to say?
Oh, hello, sweet.
Nothing to say? Hey, Gart.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Well, well. Bringing him that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
How about that bill?
Got the 20 real?
Yeah.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember...
I know. Oh, is that the smoker? Hey.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
Hello.
I see you found yourself a little something from my wardrobe. Not bad. Not bad at all. What brings you here?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I live here. My room is upstairs.
Convenient. But what are you doing here? Talking to me.
The muscular type who came to investigate the fraud.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
He had an earpiece.
Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear.
Well, this is actually incredibly important information.
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
So much a friend?
What friend? No, I don't think it came up.
Besides muscular, any identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries.
Oh.
He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese. Sure. Anything else on your mind?
Huh. The hanged body was like a mercenary, right? So... He seemed like with that armor. And I'm assuming an earpiece is not cheap either. So maybe it's one of his posse? Ooh,
You did? And how did you like him?
I didn't.
Oh, shoot. Why not?
Who is
A
he?
visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return to his opportunities in Occident.
Yeah, but he's fucking annoying. He's
His
the
coming and going
worst.
brings some life to the village.
Good God.
Or is it just money? I don't know.
What are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
What does that mean?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess. It is. On Sundays. He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
Yeah, they're fucking.
What
About-
about me, gendarme?
About the hat and the robe I'm wearing.
You can keep it. I don't mind. I can appreciate beauty when I see it.
Thanks. It's like carrying a piece of you with me at all times.
Is it now? Well, enjoy it.
I like this guy. I like their attitude. They are very laissez-faire. They seem to have a very times are tough, but I'm making the best of it kind of vibe. What is it about the way he carries himself? God, that's bad.
It's the sports. He's a sports guy, all about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
God, your worthless composure.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass
It's
like
not.
bony fingers.
12.
Nothing.
Fuck.
Just black.
Hey, Titus, how's it going?
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
God, that's so impossible. I found someone who saw the hanging, a witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just contactis, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and he's in witness protection.
Okay, so that, yeah, there were two black guys. So that Origenes, whatever that other race that guy mentioned. So that is what that is in this universe, right? Because the old man and then the musician, was it? I don't remember the specifics.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
You know, I don't believe that they are actually out to hurt people. So I'm going to just tell him the whole thing. Also, he's fucking infuriating. So, you know, if they do kill him, I don't much give a shit.
You can almost see the blood curdle in the lieutenant's veins. Miraculously, he remains silent. Not only his name, but his address. You are a goddamn menace.
So, some moral intern crony. What'd he tell you? I bet he had a dead hooker situation. If he came to Martinez.
No shine, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
Damn, they wormed their way out of it somehow. Try something else if you can.
The witness says he saw two people of... Oh, that's what it is. Ardeopagite descent and one Mesk.
Arabagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Arapagite? Go, I don't...
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there. That means absolutely nothing to me. Sounds like some made-up horse shit.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky, it's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
Shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
Yes, enough of Charleville Drouin from Rue de Saint-Gelain, 33B.
An almost inaudible whisper from the lieutenant. Damn. Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to
I don't
you,
even care.
but they have to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of witness.
Oh, we're getting there.
Witness is a scary word.
We're getting there. Listen. I'm just listen. If the I don't believe the Hardy Boys are ones for unnecessary violence. The Hardy Boys, despite the fact that they're giving me so much shit, genuinely seem like they're out for each other. They're like strong for us, hardworking men. I actually give them a lot of credit. They actually strike me as genuinely honest people. That being said, they're pretty unbreakable. I'm pretty impressed. They're pretty fucking tough. I think I'm gonna put on a whole bunch of authority stuff and see if I can snag the role. That's empathy. Wait, I put on the spirit of core. I didn't even put on any authority. I got nothing. Is there anything else that can help me about the case? I could try to do the other option. We could do the Joyce. Joyce is someone. I'm gonna talk to Joyce real quick. Let's see. Doodle-doo. Well, while I'm here, I might as well go ahead and talk to this bitch about the fucking ghosts.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be
Shut up.
a novelty dice maker.
Mm-hmm.
Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery?
She.
Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
Oh my god, she's a businesswoman.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
What?
Before you say anything, ask yourself, is the woman really able to withstand the truth?
No, I don't think so.
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. You've come this far, you know how to end it. There is an entity behind the entity.
The source is the taxidermist shop. He became involved in dark arts later, in arts darker than taxidermy, and brought the void spirits down on this place.
Oh, how horrid. I knew something wasn't right about that place. Tell me, did you find a way to break the curse?
Yep, I de-spooked it. It's gone.
What does that mean? Are you certain? Oh, but who am I to question your methods?
De-spooked.
All that matters is that the energies are retreating. I can already feel the curse lifting. It will be a long time until we're fully free of it, of course. But still, thank you, officer. Truly, you've brought a better psycho-emanation to this humble bookstore, and that's no small achievement.
It will only last a day or two, a week tops. Then her mood will sour and she will feel the curse again.
All right then. All's well that ends well. Should we return to our ordinary lives?
Okay, but please, only a few questions.
Oh, the curse thing. Yeah, I don't much care about this.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Everyone, there's something...
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, no, I don't care about the curse. I don't care about the curse. I don't care anymore. We got more XP though. Let's go. Find a starving artist and become their patron. Oh god, I gotta go talk to Cindy. Okay. I leveled up, which means I'm gonna probably run the authority check. Most likely fail it. And then level up and run the authority check again. But first, I want to talk to Joyce. I think in order to get her on my side, I need logic or some kind of blue check.
There.
Oh,
on that balcony.
Hold on.
Do you see it?
Yeah, it's where I'm headed, buddy.
Straight into a bull ring with no prep talk. No. It's your first sales negotiation.
Oh no.
Savvy's got to give you the do's and don'ts.
Oh no.
That's a pathetic looking bull. Where are the sharpened horns ready to puncture your gristle?
God.
There's no real danger here.
All right, I'm listening.
Artistos are known to repel wealth. It bounces off their skin like rubber. The moment a reasonable business proposal enters their periphery, they go and get political. Nonsense. No one repels wealth. The businessmen just don't know how to entice them.
They go and get political.
What you need to do is lure them in with a strong one-liner. Get them on your side before you've even finished a sentence. Show us what you've got. Pretend you're facing the Skull Girl.
It's your lucky day. I'm in the market for some original art by the creme de la creme.
Mamma mia.
Oh.
Isn't the top seller in La Delta. No one expected you to nail this on the first try. Congratulazioni. Okay then, off you go.
Congratulazioni. Fucking hell. Oh. Hey, Joyce.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I found my badge.
By love, you did. Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious.
She's got quite the theme music, I must say. It's got this like holy vibe to it.
What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
Seaweed drips from the badge in your hand. It smells of fish.
How about you share your information on the lynching, now that you've seen his badge?
The goalposts have moved, Lieutenant. In the absence of the badge, I have informed my employer there will be a probe. I cannot rescind that promise. To my knowledge, the drivers are still at the roundabout. I will tell you everything I know when you've finished with them.
Oh, Joyce. Joyce. This is your plan all along.
My plan is to share information. The only way to do that now is by telling my employers you've kept your end, which I hope you will, because let me tell you, we are in dire waters.
Should have expected this.
How bad can the info she has be?
It could be nothing. She could be bullshitting me the whole time.
The sooner the probe is finished, the sooner I can share crucial information with you. Now, is there anything I can do for you in the meanwhile? Tea, perhaps?
Alleged drug trafficking. All right, tell me about it.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine.
Hell yeah, we love ourselves some good meth.
Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't.
Kim, we need to cook.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the union does not produce it.
No.
They transport the ingredients for a cut.
Oh.
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union.
No shit.
Still.
Is there bony finger
Every
every
chain has its weak link.
Okay. Am I gonna need bolt cutters for this?
Unlikely, officer. I'm talking about the lorries. Once the ingredients reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they may be vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight, upstream where it's clearer.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
You'll be indebted to her, in a way, but one step ahead of the Union in another.
Joyce is really good. She's really good. She's like dangerous in a way. We're good. Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier?
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
Ah, crap. She did do it then.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in. My motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
A unique opportunity?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
True.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
Strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs.
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type your typical lorryman would confide in.
Ah, this is so Joyce. Oh, it's weird because she's the representative from Wild Pines, right? And Wild Pines is not like the Union, but she's in a sense masquerading the dislike for drug trade as the dislike for drug trade is a masquerade for her getting the Union to fail. You stop the drug trafficking that she believes is happening, and then the Union breaks down, which allows Wild Pines to continue. But she's sounds like, even though she's more of like an intermediary, it's almost kind of like the Wild Pines representative is more so using it as an excuse to break the Union apart.
The two might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done. Yes?
We'll probe the fucking drivers.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance. More lessons in basic reality?
I did my thoughts.
Go ahead, ask me anything.
Basic reality, let's go.
What is all of this? The scent, the sound, the air.
What world is this?
What world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
Pale antipode.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
What do you see?
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces. Clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough. There is a term of endearment they coined for it. In the DeLorean century. When humanity was high on this world. Discovering more and more of it. These archipelagos included. Elysium.
Worldly. He said it. She said it. She said it. World needs a term of endearment.
There are those who would call it hell.
What is hell?
A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascists. Oh, you want a picture of the world? There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit.
How come?
Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways.
What shape is the world then?
We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
ORG, Occident Revachol Grad.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big 3 scientific contributors, they're piecing together a dark grey corona.
Corona?
Yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
A cold fear seeps into you.
The pale?
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness. I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced about what we're dealing with here. But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive it may sound.
A fractured corona doesn't feel like it's going to bring anyone together.
You've misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it.
Well, if you say it's disco.
See? Everyone finds something worth holding on to in this world, however wasted its opportunities.
The cold seeps into you. The air is heavy with 80% humidity.
80%?
Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides. The lieutenant observes you both, silently. He adjusts his glasses.
What? You said pale. What is pale?
The pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
What?
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. We do have a case to attend to.
His voice is low, but firm. All she can say is,
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
No, I want to know what the pale is.
I don't think your colleague would appreciate that.
Don't
He
cock
has
block me on
already been
this.
So patient with this whole exercise. Let's continue with something else. All right? You can ask about anything else in the world. Anything.
but she wants to tell you. You could sneak back later, when he's not around, unless you can convince him to step aside.
Hey, Kim, do you mind?
Good idea. Just ask him. He won't make a scene.
97% chance. Goddamn, volition is high.
Fine.
See? What can he do? You're a grown man.
Okay, what is the pale?
Are you sure you're sure? Your colleague seemed adamant.
I want to know.
Okay. The pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass.
So, like, something that separates us that is not the ocean?
Isla is a Messinian word for a continent of matter.
Okay.
Developed on all sides by the pale. Also, isolation, or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries, we have discovered 7. Windy, Seol, Samara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and this, Insulinde.
So, it's almost like you'll have like, say like Europe or something. Sure. So we'll go with like Europe. You have Europe, and you have all the different islands and water that separates some of the countries in Europe. But then that itself is like cut out of the map and placed in the world, separated by some anti-reality substance called the Pale. That is not like an ocean, but something different.
An oceanic isla. It comprises mostly of water.
Okay.
Mundi is the largest, Katla the coldest, Insulinde the bluest. What can I say? Each is perishing and dear. Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The Pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness.
So in a sense, it'll be like just space. But it doesn't seem to be space, which is the absence of anything. It is in fact the transition state of nothing. It's becoming nothing. It is the existence of becoming nothing.
No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
Yeah, where the hood at?
As your gaze instinctively turns north, a small black pit opens up in your stomach.
Well, it wouldn't be 6,000 kilometers from the end of the world. It would be 6,000 kilometers from the end of our Insulindian area.
Yes.
Oh.
That is enough. Many cities are built much closer.
And point north there?
An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the Pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. The great vision. The area of transition between the world and the Pale is called Porch Collapse.
So like the edge of the world is like almost slowly being sucked into nothingness. Like almost like an accretion disk on the edges of a black hole, maybe?
Imagine a grey coronal mist. Cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism. A mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's the most disco thing you will ever see.
I kind of felt like the main menu kind of looked that way, with the artistic strokes of it. Like it almost looks like it's like blending.
You hear your pulse rise. The air feels caustic and cold suddenly.
What are its physical qualities?
Difficult to describe or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic. The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension, right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible.
Okay, so it almost kind of sounds like going the speed of light, where things start to break down. Let's fly in here. We're surrounded by Pale. How do you get from Isla to Isla? That was actually what I was curious about. Do you fly?
Oh, it is so difficult for us.
A squall of birds. Hardware operating in the harbor. Firm. Self-evident.
It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path. But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost or having our minds damaged.
Wee woo, Warhammer guy. Wee woo, Warhammer thoughts. It looks like the warp. Wee woo. Local Warhammer player compares game to Warhammer. Wee woo.
Extensively. Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter. They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past. It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
You are not a civilian passenger?
No, Lieutenant Dubois. I'm Entreprenetic business class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually.
Because she's very special and money.
Perhaps that explains her strange pining after the revolution. Some degraded early memories.
Up to my gills, officer.
Oh, she's overradiated?
An acidic smile on her lips. It's getting worse every year.
Oh, she's dying. Oh, that's why she cares so much about leaving all of her stuff to her daughters also.
Entreprenetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
Do they cross it?
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years. Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later. Hybrid airships, Detective.
Okay, so you do fly.
Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale. In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely. Then they don't.
Gone, like a skipping stone beneath the surface.
How much Pale is it compared to the world?
Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more Pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping. What do you think, Detective?
So the world is shrinking.
Oh no, Detective.
Oh, whoops.
It's not.
Oh, the way,
One
wait.
of the few measurable effects.
Oh, I said the wrong thing.
Is that it is expanding at an unknown rate.
I thought it meant it's shrinking the world, not the Pale. I got it backwards, but I agree. It seems like it's the bad option.
An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists.
That seems like it's true, though.
Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge.
Ah, we got the climate change metaphors going on. Love it.
I suggest you do the same.
Off we go. You see the hanged man's mouth open.
Off we go into the wild pale yonder.
One and all. They say pale is death, but for the universe.
Why should we just leave, and the world get left behind?
Yes, sweet reality. But before we do, tell me, Detective.
Okay, good. We had a slight hiccup there.
Is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
0.
Then tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
That we continue to persist at all is testament to our faith in one another. Its advance can only be stopped with immediate, total, ruthless communism. A powerful anti-communist. I'd say it doesn't sound very liberal to me. I don't know how you all survive with it. It's a huge accomplishment. Who am I to think anything? You know, you have some spooky answers on the top here, but then you also have the political answers on the bottom here. I'm going to go with this nice one right here. That we continue to persist at all is a testament to our faith in one another.
Mm-hmm.
Her eyes tense, crow's feet radiate from them. She observes you, your bloodshot eyes and swollen face.
Your ailing constitution, sweaty forehead, the beads there, and your heavy breathing.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then...
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I'm in serious trouble here. It'll be a fucking disaster. You know what? It'll be my masterpiece, the one they remember me for.
I hope so. I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile...
Oh, I could have told you that.
Some of that assurance is meant for herself, as much as it's meant for you. She must have a lot on the line here.
You have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
She gives you a slight bow.
Good. You have not passed out from it. Perhaps I worried for nothing. Are we still on the reality lowdown, or should we do actual police work now?
That was fucking insane, Kim!
Yes, well, the rest of us have dealt with it for thousands of years, so...
You will have to deal with it, too, the lieutenant thinks. This is why I didn't want you to know.
Let's get to the work, Lieutenant.
Good luck, detectives.
All right, so we got ourselves a nice little climate change allegory, a bit of metaphor at the end there, kind of funny to see. Kind of felt like that was coming at some point, I just didn't necessarily know when. Oh, I should talk to the gal, but you know what? I kind of want to do the Titus Hardy stuff first. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to interview the dock workers, get what Joyce wants, even though I don't trust her her reasoning, and then I'm going to get her information, bring it to Titus, get a good check. If I fail it, level up and try again.
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye.
Why am I even thinking about this?
Do something important? Something murder related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently.
That machine really puts the loco back in loco emotion. Point to the vehicle. Very cool.
You want to take a closer look?
What's it packing in there? Point to the engine.
130.
Oh my god.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
That's what? A 7-liter V12?
7.2. Supercharged.
This lieutenant is trying to suppress a smug smile unsuccessfully. Ah, this is so fucking cute.
Saying these words brings him immense joy.
A fine machine when you're handled with a smooth metal surface.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down. Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot. It's a bit girly right now. Fit it with some proper off-road components.
Ever thought about switching to helium headlights?
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first.
If we ever get this case solved, maybe we can do it together?
Maybe. Yes, definitely maybe.
Oh, it's so cute. I love it.
Indirect modes of taxation.
It's time for liberalism. Ultra-liberalism.
Those financial oversight committee gangsters stuffed millions of hard-earned dividends away in the last place anyone thought to look. The hearts and minds of everyday Rivasholians.
Yeah?
You need to spread that deregulation gospel to the people. Tell them about that foreign fair tax. Preach that 98% gross burden. Preach it, preacher man. Set the brothers free. Taxes are racist.
Set the brothers free. Taxes are racist. -1 empathy. Thinks he's a hustler or something. Ultra liberal dialogue options give +1 real. Let's go. If I talk about ultra liberalism, if I'm a real grinder, a hustler, if I have the right grind set, I literally make money. I literally make money by hustling. Fucking hilarious. All right, drivers, I got questions for you. Hey, whoa, 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 what are you two doing? Looking at my boys, boys ride?
One brutal motor carriage.
Okay, I'm not saying that.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
Someone's about to die.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
I cannot take British gangsters seriously. I never can. I just the thick accent with the sounding tough thing. It's one of those accents that I just can't not think is hilarious.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Who the hell are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
If I have the option to beat their ass, I'm taking it in a heartbeat.
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
I'm so glad you asked.
The question was rhetorical. The Skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertnay.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
I can't take it seriously. I can't take it seriously. I'm sorry. I can't do it. You know anything about the murder?
Murder?
Man was hung.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Good God.
Also, he was hanged.
Don't fuck around. I am the law.
He was hanged from a tree.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
Sure. Understandable. Fuck, and I appreciate your effort, though.
Good God. The jackets.
What about them?
Why does yours have this written?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss.
What?
The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world.
I don't care.
Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Pipe, what I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the...
Like I said before, many men keep searching.
I don't want to talk to these people anymore. I want the XP and that's it.
Which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship.
What the hell?
The thrill of the chase. The hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it. To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times. And even then, it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though...
Is it supposed to be profound? Is it supposed to be profound? I hate it.
You get more fish in a shorter time.
I hate...
Because when one...
Nope.
Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops?
Hey, Kim.
Yes?
Do you think it's a coincidence?
What is?
There are 2 of us in 2 of these jackets.
What are you implying?
Which one would you wear?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective.
Are you... Oh, God.
Neither.
Come on, Kim. It's just a mental exercise.
Fine. If only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the 2 statements.
That works. I feel like more of a fuck the world kind of guy.
Right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
Do you guys know Cindy?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you
I
see
thought Cindy was like a
give her our
child.
regards.
Odd. There isn't a hint of hate in them. It's like they're piss and fuck the world out of some kind of moral obligation. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
I see you kids are into dance music.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
Probably because of how non-verbal their mode of operation is going to be. It's a threat.
Don't fuck with me, boys. I'm a bad cop.
Oh, come on, man. We're just talking here. Just words. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no need to throw your authority in our faces.
Authority's about to chime in.
That's right. Way to put them in the little boy's corner.
You want to talk? Let's talk, boys. Ask them.
He liked how you decisively shut down a situation that could have turned into a farce.
Your rhetoric is confusing. Are they part of the skulls or
They're
not?
not franchise skulls.
Franchise?
Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them. Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
We'll fuck the system from the inside later. Just be cool now. The damage will be tenfold.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Besides the Union.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to make this check, but I need to make sure my half-light's up. All right, do I have anything that gives me more half-light? That gives me negative half-light. All right, come on. Come on. I really want to take these guys down. I really badly want to use this properly. Pain threshold, shivers, physical instrument, shivers. Aha! Half-light.
That ride is fucking lightning.
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunken cophead material.
Please don't fail this.
These guys aren't scary. You're not scary. I have nothing to work with here. It's either begging or bullying, or both.
I can't.
Just ask them, maybe.
Oh my god.
Why?
Official police business.
And what kind of business is that exactly?
Police business.
The lieutenant notices your agitation and opens his mouth.
Are you kidding me?
Then decides against it.
I failed more 70% than I failed more oh my god.
We get it. You look like total shit. We look flashy as hell. What about it?
It's not shit, it's disco.
It's shit.
Fuck it, I don't deserve a cool jacket. Please?
Fine. Fuck it. Here. Take it then. I can't handle this sad shit.
It's true. You simply can't. It's called empathy. Wow. I did not see that coming. You better wear that jacket with pride.
Fuck that. You're not getting mine. My dad's a lawyer in La Delta. He'll have your badge.
No, he won't.
The lieutenant is lightly amused by the situation.
Wait, world fucker, you got a rich dad?
No. He's like a volunteer lawyer. A total bitch. Cites law and does dishes. You know what, cop? Fuck you. That's not what this is about. You're not getting my jacket.
Fuck him. We don't need his rich dad jacket anyway.
I got the jacket for you, Kim.
I'm not wearing that jacket.
Which would express your individuality?
I already am expressing my individuality. The need will not arise.
Look at this cute shit. How can we become skulls if you go around fraternizing with cops? Let's get the fuck out of here before anyone sees us.
Fuck. I'm sorry, man. I just don't like confrontations, that's all.
Let's fucking go.